Hello and welcome to Knightline Live, brought to you by Astral Industries out of Lynn. I'm Jerry Middleton, along with me as usual is Rick Fletcher. And Rick, tonight is a bit of a milestone. This is show number 121 of all of our broadcasts for the season. This is the final one, so we've had 121 broadcasts with sporting events, band day, and all that. But we got two more to go. So actually we're going to have 123 broadcasts this year.
Well, you got graduation and senior banquet, right? Senior awards. 120. Do you realize every third day, if we took the whole year, we're doing something? That's exactly what that is, Jerry.
That's crazy.
Oh, no wonder I'm worn out, man. This old guy here is worn out. Spring's been very busy for us. That's why we haven't been here, is we've had games on Monday nights, and that's what you get in the springtime. And we've been battling the raindrops, and and we've been out in the rain, actually.
We've been in the rain.
Yeah, with a track meet that we did, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But really, Jerry, 121. Look how much we started with just basketball 4 years ago, and now we're up to 121 broadcast just this year. Unbelievable.
Now, we couldn't do it without some of our fine students.
Well, let me tell you, tonight we're probably going to say goodbye to Kayla Hersey, our executive producer for Knightline.
Ooh, I heard the crowd back here, the studio audience booing about that one.
We might just lock the door and she can't leave, okay? But kids get older, they get jobs, they do other things, and without Kayla, we would not be doing this tonight or any night this year. And we really appreciate. We'd like to bring you on, Kayla, if you want to step in front of the camera here, but probably not going to be, unless we go over there and wrangle her over. She's probably not going to get in front of the camera. But hey, that's tentative, right? We're reviewing her contract as we speak to see if we have an option for a junior year for her. But Kayla, I'm going to say I can't tell you how much we appreciate all you've done. It's been great, and like I say, she's the brains of this.
Absolutely.
On Monday nights. Without her, we're going nowhere. So, plus we're going to say goodbye to a couple seniors, Jerry. We got Blake Hampton.
Well, the ever popular Blake Hampton.
He is definitely one that. He's been with us a long time. I think almost first year.
Since day one. Yeah, he's been with us since day one. And then the other senior, Jacob Chastain,
and he's been
came in shortly thereafter.
Yeah, and these guys have done. Now Blake's done he's been our executive producer a lot. He did Knightline before Kayla.
Yeah.
He's run cameras. He's done whatever you asked him to do. That's what he's done.
Yeah.
And Jacob. Pretty much the same.
Yeah, pretty much the same. I mean, and these people are going to be hard to replace.
Oh, absolutely. Now, Jacob also took on some added fun stuff for him. He was my analyst on a couple baseball and softball games, and he did great.
Yes.
And he was a lot of fun, And Jacob was like a cheerleader sometimes. So
Jacob knows his baseball.
He sure does.
He knows his baseball, and I listened to a couple of the games, and he was very entertaining.
So I'm glad he got an opportunity to do that. We'd like to, get more kids involved. We do a lot of JV games that we could plug a student in there just to get them up to speed. And who knows, maybe someday they'll actually do the play-by-play. You and I aren't getting younger, Jerry. There's going to have to be some replacements down the road. So
now is Blake and Jacob are only two seniors?
Only two seniors this year, so...
Well, that's a positive.
Yeah, this is our senior night, okay? Yeah. Senior night, we're going to say goodbye to Jacob and Blake. We appreciate you guys. I've already responded to their graduation parties that I'm going, so, unless something comes up, I'll be there, and of course I want to be there, to honor them. And we appreciate you guys and all the work, because, these guys went on the road with us too. We went on the road. Both Blake and Jacob went on the road. With some long days.
Kayla went with us. She rang cameras at the volleyball regionals.
Yeah, and absolutely. So, these were long days too. And I remember Jacob he did wrestling too, and those are long days. And so we really appreciate all that they've done. We're going to miss you guys, but there's opportunity awaits for the next people who want to come in and help us. We've got some new faces and new people, and so that's what we're looking for. Let's switch gears here a little bit. Well, switching gears, I saw a picture of a young man, and I believe it was you, Jerry. What year was that from again?
That was 1998.
Just a youngster. You were racing
Winchester Speedway.
That was before gray hair.
Before gray hair, it was jet black back then. That's what's being married and having kids will do to you.
That definitely ages you.
And that was the 85 car. I was driving for Bobby Gerhardt Racing out of Lebanon, Tennessee. We were sponsored by Suregood and WLW.
Wow!
And so we had some major sponsors on there.
That's money. There's money in there.
Yeah, and so, but until you brought that up earlier, that was the same weekend as my oldest daughter was born. We had qualified, and they came across the ARC officials came and got me and said, "Hey," he says, "your wife just called and said
get to the hospital."
Get to the hospital, which was in Cincinnati at that time.
Your oldest daughter, Sasha.
Yeah. And so I jumped in, drove down there. Was there for the birth, stayed the night, got up early in the morning, drove back, and drove in the ARCA race and finished 12th that day.
All right.
So
how long of a race was that?
It's a 200. So I think it was like 100 mile.
All right. How long does it take to run that race?
Probably about an hour and a half.
Okay. All right.
Maybe.
All right. Between yellow caution
flags and so forth.
All right. Well, so that was kind of fun. I want to thank Don Tincher, our friend of the show.
Yeah.
And a guy who he's got his hands in a lot of things. So he brought that up on Facebook, so I saw that. All right, let's switch. Let's talk about track.
Well, that's racing.
All right.
I'm ready.
Well, we did our first broadcast of a track meet, so I'm going to ask you, my friend, how did we do?
Well, I think for being our very first time, before the rain, we were doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like NBC, at the Olympics. Well, we're here now. Now we're going to go over to, the high jump.
Yeah.
And so we catch the high jump. Then we're going to the long jump. Now we're back for the 100. And it was like that. We was running through cameras. Then the rain came.
Yeah, it rained, and we were battling the rain.
And so then it dropped us down to one camera. But it was really good. And my color commentary lady,
Nalea,
Kenny, she
an alumni
here. And it was really good.
She was great, wasn't she?
And so it went really well. We had pretty good viewership on it. Could have been better, but again, it's the first time.
We learned a lot.
We learned a bunch.
Let's go over. I want to talk track. We got to figure out high jump and discus, and over in the field events and long jump. Okay. And this is just the nature of the beast. We're going to, let's take the high jump. What happens is a guy might do, or a lady might do one of their high jumps, okay? They're allowed so many. But then they might go off and run a race, okay? Then come back to do their second jump, all right? So for us, what's important for us, the beauty of the running events was we knew who was taking place because we had listed that. On those events, we had no clue, all right?
Yes.
And so that makes it difficult to us to actually bring the information to whoever's watching that. So I maybe it'll never happen, but we know the challenge now, okay? We know what's going on. The same with discus, and we learned, we got to learn our communication and that type of thing with our different camera people. We probably need another camera, to do the real good job. But on the running events, I'll tell you, I thought we did great.
Yeah, I thought the coverage was really good on the running events for. And again, if we have a second camera, at that point, we got the leaders going, and then you might have the good race back here for 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Yeah.
But that second camera, we could be on that second pack and go to that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we learned a bunch.
Yeah, we did. That was our first time. Those track meets are long. I mean, 10 o'clock we finally packed up and got out of there. It was a long day. This was the Tri-Eastern Conference. So you had a lot of teams there. Tri-Eastern Conference Championship. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I tell you, having Nalea there was great because she knew how to read the information that was given to us and that type of thing. So, hey, the first time for everything, we did it, and hopefully, just like everything else, hopefully we'll get better. Just like baseball and softball, we still learned a lot this year, and those are hard to do because of action, the way the action is on a bigger field.
Yeah, it's
basketball. You could just follow the ball.
Follow the ball.
It's easy.
Half court is all you got to do.
Yeah, and volleyball is the same way.
Yeah.
Right, very easy. But baseball and softball, these spring sports, a little more of a challenge. All right, to get that look, you want to look like, if you do a baseball game, you want it to look like what you see in the Cincinnati Reds, if you possibly can. Well, number one, they've got multi-million-dollar equipment, and you can see all the wires we have hanging around.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
They probably don't have that in their studios.
Probably not.
So, but, all in all, hopefully we put together a quality live stream. We've made our mistakes. We laugh about them sometimes, and we've had a lot of fun doing it. And 121, Jerry.
I just hope that, and I know, I shouldn't say I hope, I know that the people out there that watch these appreciate that we're doing them.
Well,
and
well, you get the comments all the time.
We get them all the time.
Just like I do. You get them from people, here in the Northeastern Knights Nation, and people outside of Knights Nation.
Since I'm batching it this week, I went to Pizza Hut, and I walked in the door, and the lady at the counter, she goes, "Mr. Middleton, well, your pizza's right here." I got there and I was like, how'd she know me? I said, how'd you know it was me? She says, "Oh, I watch your guys' shows all the time."
Did you sign him up for a sponsorship, Jerry?
I should get Pizza Hut. Pizza. That's another one.
That's a different one.
That's a Caesar.
All right, so we have some sectional. This is sectional season. All right?
Yes.
Track had their sectional, so I want to go over some of these results.
Well, there's some good stuff on here.
Yeah,
track.
We've got some good results. Let's talk about the girls. Girls, Amaya Davis, she qualified for the regional. It's going to be tomorrow night in Shelbyville, and she qualified in the 400 meters. So she's only a freshman.
Yep.
We saw her in basketball. We'll see her again in basketball.
Yep.
This upcoming season. So congratulations, Amaya. You'll be there tomorrow night. I'm assuming at least one of her coaches will be with her, and hopefully some of you guys can get down there. I don't know what time it starts, but those usually start at 5:30 probably.
Something like that.
Something like that. Now the boys had a couple of sectional champions, okay?
Yes.
And so obviously they're moving on, and their regional starts Thursday, or is Thursday, at Greenfield Central, okay? So the boys, the champions were Logan Brown in the long jump and Trent Deloney. He was 300 meter hurdles, and he actually set a school record. So those are your sectional champions right there. So
excellent.
Yeah, congratulations to those guys. Now we've seen Trent on the football field.
Oh yeah.
Looking forward to that next
Yes,
year.
absolutely.
See how Coach Wes Oler is going to use him and his speed, because that's what he's got. He's got speed. All right, also making it, you have the 4x800 relay, and they also set a school record. That's Logan Smith, Bryson McFarland, Lucas Shamness and friend Nolan Drake.
Yeah.
So congratulations to all you guys. They'll be there at the regional, and good luck. Hopefully good things will come. The 4x400 relay, they also qualified for the regional. That's Nolan Drake again, Bryson McFarland, Lucas Shamness, and Cornell Denton was on that. That's the team. That's the relay. Now relays are fun.
Yes.
Okay, I love watching relay. What I tell you is most fun is that 4x100 relay, because it's happening quick.
It's happening quick, and if you mess up the baton, you're in trouble.
See, we're learning these things as we go. That baton handoff, it's key. It's everything. It's everything in those relay races. Because if you mess up, then you're pretty much done.
Yeah.
So, and also senior Logan Smith, he qualified in the 3200. I think he finished second. He's had a great career.
Oh, absolutely.
In cross country and in track. So congratulations to Logan. Good luck, you guys. That's going to be Thursday at Greenfield Central for those guys right there. So that's going to wrap up track. Again, this is our last show of the year. We got school's ending. I know you guys are sad about that.
Oh, I'm sad. So sad.
I know Kayla's crying. She wants to come back next week.
Kayla's in absolute tears over there that school's ending on Thursday. So.
All right. I think it's break time, Jerry.
Hey, let's do that. Hey, you're watching Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries. We'll be right back after these messages. At Kate's Family Eye Care, we value a family-friendly atmosphere, offering high-quality eye exams. Our expert staff utilizes the latest techniques in eye care. We have a large selection of affordable glasses that are unique to our area. We are proud supporters of the Northeastern Knights and wish all the teams the best of luck.
Go Knights!
13,000 feet has a way of testing a man's soul. After all, you were never meant to take on such an endeavor. That long drop is what separates human from superhuman. That fear is the only enemy, the only thing keeping you from feeling that power in your bones. And here we are, right here, right now. Let's fly.
You're good at motivation, we're good at your insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
We would love to invite you to LifeSpring Students, our youth group at LifeSpring Church that is just south of Northeastern on 27. We meet from 7 to 8:30 on most Thursdays, but the doors open at 6:30. You can grab some pizza or a snack from our cafe and then hang out with your friends until 7 p.m. We have basketball, dodgeball, gaga ball, and other activities for you to enjoy. At 7, our student band leads us in some worship through music, and we have a lesson from God's Word, the Bible. We then split into small groups based on grade and gender to apply what we have learned and pray with one another. After small group, students are invited to hang out until 9 p.m. when we close. LifeSpring Students is a great way to get to know God and meet some new friends. It is open for any student in grades 6 through 12, and we would love to invite you. Find out more at lifespring.tv/students.
KOA Exit 151A, registration in the general store. It's a family-owned campground with pull-through parking for RVs or travel trailers with full hookups. Rent a cabin. Relax at one of the fire pits or picnic by the pond. A playground for the kids, or get in around the golf before dinner. Take a water-soaking hayride, lay out by the pool, and then take a dip.
Do you have a big event coming up soon? Dejo Photos has you covered. Check us out on Facebook. We are professional photographers who strive to capture all of your special moments, such as family portraits, senior photos, live action sports, graduations, and so much more. If you don't think photos are important, wait until they are all you have left. Contact us via email at info@dejophotos.com or call us at 765-277-0047. Dejo Photos, capturing memories one photo at a time.
Welcome back to Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries up in Lynn. If you're looking for a job, hey, give our friends a call up there and see what can be worked out. Right now, we're going to move on to a little bit of softball.
Well, the girls, again, they finished their regular season, so they're moving on to sectionals tomorrow night. We'll get into sectionals in a minute here. Which, by the way, they had a very good draw, if you ask. I
don't think you can get it much better.
Yeah. All right, so it was Tara Williams. We had her on before the season, and she's young. Her coaches are young, and, they were new, and it was first year. They finished 13-7, 6-2 in the conference. Okay, so that's a pretty good showing.
Absolutely.
So congratulations to them. There were a few games in there that there's always going to be games you could have won. Okay,
and games you shouldn't win, you did.
Well,
it all equals out.
Yeah, but they probably had their share. Everybody does.
That's right.
Everybody has their share of that going on. So, what are some performances? Well, Lexi Russell had a great year. Okay, she hit 344 in the leadoff position.
That's a good job.
Good job. But not only that, Jerry, she played a monster shortstop.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, she was, I'm going to say, almost flawless. Maybe not flawless, all right? But she did a great job. So Lexi had a real good year at 344. Let me tell you who the leading hitter for the Knights. I'll tell you, you're going to be, I don't know if you're going to be surprised. You might not be surprised. Jocelyn Allen, a freshman, spent most of her time as a designated hitter, designated player.
Yeah.
She came 386 with a home run. She hit a home run this year, and she's only a freshman. She's a good player, and you can see that talent there. So
well, that surprises me, but it doesn't surprise me.
She had a lot of hits. She had a lot of hits. So, and she's only a freshman. Let's talk about another freshman, Carrie Gammon. All right, I was impressed, and I know you're
Miss October.
Miss October. Carrie, 327 with four round trippers, and she can hit.
She can hit,
and was a good catcher because putting her behind the plate, what that allowed him to do was take Emma Neely and put her in center field.
Yeah.
So now you got speed in the outfield and an experienced player with Emma. So, I think that gave him a lot more versatility. Plus, she's a good player. She hit cleanup from day one.
Yeah.
So, and we're looking forward to basketball with her. I don't know if she plays volleyball. If anybody's ever...
No, she does not play volleyball.
Well, no one's ever nudged her to play a little volleyball. But anyways, we'll see her in basketball. Emma Neely had a great career. All right, as she's been great for 4 years. She came in at 368. She also had 4 home runs. She had a power surge late in the year.
Yep.
So, and it was always in there. You knew with Emma that she had that power. But she's a senior. She's moving on. The other seniors, Claire Lopman hit 314. Plus, she hit 3 home runs this year too.
Good.
Nevaeh Chapman, she'll be moving on.
Yep.
She's a senior. She's a 4-year player for the Knights. And, well, we can't forget Lily Null. She had a couple home runs this year. She didn't quite hit the average that you would expect from Lily, but I tell you, you could get nothing by her at third base.
Yeah, third base, she was like, Brooks Robinson, vacuum sweeper.
Yeah, she was great, and you kind of felt for her a little bit for that batting average because she can hit. We've seen it in the past.
Yeah.
hopefully sectionals are coming up and right around the corner. So all in all, a couple other young freshmen. You had Jaden Hildebrand. She secured a spot in the starting lineup, and Kenzie Johnson on the mound or at first base for the most part. So, and she was a starter all year too.
I'll tell you what, I think that's a good pitching option later in the year.
Yeah. So they're going to depend on her this week.
Yeah.
If they're going to go somewhere, it's going to be her and Claire.
Yeah.
Leading the way. So, so we put a little compilation of the season here, and so we're going to go to that right now. Kayla's going to show it to us.
Made any of her decisions. She's got some power. There's the pitch. And there's a shot up the middle that's going to drop into center field for a base hit. And Smith gets the ball. They'll stay away for the duration. There's a shot up the gap. That's into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Wright's going to go to second, and he got to play. And she slides in safely for a hustle double for Addie Wright. There goes the runner down to second, and the ball's there, and she's out. Carrie Gammon to Lexi Russell, so that's going to be out number 3. That's a fly ball to left field, and that's going to drop. Johnson's going to go to second. There's a play at second, and she's going to be safe. Knights coming off that win against Union County last night, another conference win. They go to 2-0 in the conference. Good win by the Knights. So lineup. There's a shot.
There's a rip right there, and that's off the fence, and that might be a double. Probably score that as a double.
Claire Lopeman with
Carrie Gammon at the plate, the catcher. Definitely a potential to hit one out, and I'd have to say that's probably the
Goodbye! There was no doubt about that one. Carrie Gammon just muscles up on a fastball and sends it into the woods in left field.
There's a nice bunt. Going to the plate. There's the tag. Got her.
Oh, what a play.
Wow, what a play right there.
There's a ground ball through the hole. Here comes Hildebrand. She's going to score. And that's going to tie the ball game up. Lexi Russell with some great 2-strike, 0-2 hitting. She hits it between the third baseman and the shortstop position. There's a ground ball in the same spot as a base hit, and here comes Lexi Russell. Deja vu all over again. The same count. It was 0-2, and Neely, a ground ball. There's the shot to left field. That thing is deep. That's gone. Lily No puts the Knights in business. Bailey White's going to score. Here comes Lily No.
She's fired up. That ball was high. That ball went far.
Lily No.
Welcome back to Knightline Live, and Rick, another great job of putting the video together.
Well, just a compilation of some of the highlights of the season, and this is the first year we've done softball.
Yep.
And I can tell you right now, the coaching staff, everybody, they appreciated it. So, and we love doing it. It's a lot of fun, a little different setup outside in the dirt and the dust and the, that kind of stuff.
Yes, it is.
And our equipment has paid the price.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do a
little cleaning.
Equipment cleaning over the summer.
So, well, let's talk about sectionals, Jerry. That sectional actually started tonight.
Yeah, and we were watching
a little bit, yeah.
Waiting here, watching Eastern Hancock and Hagerstown.
Yeah.
And when I left, it was in the 5th inning, and it was 1-0. Eastern Hancock on a solo home run. I think you have a final score for us now.
I think Eastern Hancock ended up winning that game 4-0, so they move on. They're going to play Shenandoah on Wednesday night. Okay,
right.
So that's what they'll do there. So here's how the Knights. Pretty good draw for the Knights. All right?
Absolutely.
They're in the first 2 rounds. They're playing teams that they've played this year and have beaten, and they're conference foes. First of all, tomorrow night at 5:30 at Knightstown, you guys all get there. Let's get the vans loaded up and go, because the Knights will take on the host school, Knightstown. So that'll be at 5:30. You got to like their chances in that one.
Yeah, I think getting to the next round is a pretty solid opportunity.
It's very doable. Now, as we've seen all year, anything can happen.
Oh,
in
anything
these games.
can.
Softball and baseball, you get in tight games. You can, if you got someone who's pitching on the other side, you can have things get tight. Okay?
Oh yeah.
So, but all in all, you got to think the Knights have a good shot of winning that game, which will take them to the second round. If they win that game, their second round game, they're going to draw Union County. Now, Union County's been the beast of that sectional for the last couple years. But we happened to go there and beat Union County in the regular season game. They're still good, all right? And they've got what I call championship pedigree.
Oh, absolutely they do.
Because they've been there, all right? The Knights, we're trying to bust that door down.
Yep.
Because it's been, I don't know when the last time a sectional champion for softball came, but it's been a while. Well, actually,
Would have been like in...
that would be the Sierra Gilmore and Katie Schneider day.
Yeah. So we're looking, what was that?
18, something like that. Right?
17, 18,
something
16.
Like that. So it wasn't that long. They had a powerhouse team.
Oh my gosh.
That was a powerhouse team. And it wasn't just those two girls either.
No.
But those were the stars.
Yeah.
But that team went all the way to semi-state, got beat by a run, and that was a 2-game semi-state, and got beat by a run in the first game. So, looking to get back.
Yep.
All right. So, looking to get back. So if they beat Union County, they'll play the winner of Eastern Hancock Shenandoah. And that game's going to be the 24th, which is Friday at 5:30. Now, you got to give yourself, you got at least an even shot to get there.
Yep.
You got to figure Eastern Hancock's going to get there because they've been a powerhouse all year. They're number 3, I think 3 or 4, something like that, rated in the state. And they've been a powerhouse.
Yep.
But you got to get there before you try to win that game.
Well, once you get there, anything can happen.
Yeah, just like anything else.
Yeah.
So a lot of you look at the teams here, especially in the bracket that the Knights are in, kind of some even draws there. You got to figure Union County's going to show up on Wednesday night. They're not just going to lay down.
Oh no, not this time of year. Not in tournament time. It's lace them up or go home.
Yeah. So. But tomorrow night, you guys all be there. We're not live streaming the sectional this year. We're attempting. We noticed Eastern Hancock was live streaming. We got to figure out what Wi-Fi, MiFi, or whatever Fi they're using, and we got to put in a requisition to get that for us because it was a good broadcast.
Yes, it was
as far as clarity. So. And we love to do sectionals. All right?
Yep.
If we can do them, we want to be there. So, anyway, so that's tomorrow night at 5:30 down at Knightstown. You guys get there. They're a fun group to watch. They got they're good. Right now, they're going to get a chance to prove to themselves and to everybody how good they can be.
Yep.
And if they can run that gauntlet, through Knightstown, Union County, then most likely Eastern Hancock. You don't want to speak out of turn, but you got to figure Eastern Hancock will be there. Then, hey, it'll be just you got to get there first. So that all starts tomorrow night, Jerry. So.
Well, I think we've wrapped the softball up.
Yep. Good luck to the ladies. I'm going to try to get there tomorrow night. I'll be out of town starting Thursday, so I won't be able to do other games, but I'm going to try to get down.
You'll get able to watch it on the on Eastern Hancock's on
Live
Friday
stream,
night
yep.
if we make it all the way and they make it there.
Yeah, absolutely. And tomorrow's supposed to be warm. So.
Yeah, it's going to be warm. Woo! I don't like warm. Well, you're watching Knightline Live. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back with, I think we're heading to baseball.
coming together every day to make a difference for you, for me, and everyone in between. Because at Dot Foods, when we celebrate each other's differences and work together to make the community a better place, we become great together. At Dot Foods, what matters to you matters to us, where communities matter. Dot Foods.
Dreaming of having more space? With a mortgage from First Financial, you're golden. We keep things simple with friendly, personalized service from application to closing. We'll help you find the right mortgage loan to fit your unique needs. Plus, you can qualify for relationship pricing with an eligible checking account. And since we live in the communities we serve, you can count on our local knowledge to make sure the pieces fall into place for an on-time closing. So stop dreaming and start moving with First Financial Bank.
First! Harmon sheds are custom built to your specifications and needs. But wait, there's more! Harmon sheds build privacy fences, decks for your pool, beautifully designed decks for all around your home, and detached pavilions. Let Joe and the crew do all the work, so all you need to do is relax.
This is Rick Fletcher. When my car needs repair, I take it to 715 Simharjan Parkway in Richmond, home of Knuckle Busters. With their ASE certified technicians, why would you go anyplace else? They repair domestic and imports, air conditioners to Z-bars. Knuckle Busters Auto Repair. Call 765-488-1470 and tell them to go Knights!
Are you being bugged about your floral needs? The Leaning Lily, 927 South 9th, is a full-service florist with lots of great gift ideas like wind chimes, potted plants, hanging baskets, teddy bears, and much, much more. Convenient delivery available to residential, the hospital, and local funeral homes. The Leaning Lily has bouquets to say, I love you, to weddings to say, I do. The Leaning Lily, we have you covered. Martin's Country Mart, US 27 Fountain City. Swing in and grab a coffee or a frazzle, maybe a fountain drink at Martin's Country Mart. We also have all your favorite snacks, bottled drinks, and of course, sweet bakery items. Plenty of accessories for dinner. And don't forget the grill menu, covering breakfast, lunch, dinner, and of course, the kids' favorite, pizza. Martin's Country Mart, Fountain City. Welcome back to Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries out of Lynn. And Rick, I think we're heading to the other diamond.
Yeah.
Baseball.
Well, the Knights, we're going to go over a couple of things, but let me tell you a theme here. There's a theme for baseball this year. You and I have kind of snaked this out. If you play good, solid defense, you will be in every single ball game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you give a team 5 outs in an inning,
you're in trouble.
It doesn't matter how good the other team is, you're in trouble.
Yeah, and we've seen that with this Knights team, and they beat Hagerstown in the Wayne County tournament, all right, because of good defense.
Good defense, solid defense.
Which makes for good pitching.
Yeah.
Okay? Really, all you want your guys to do is make the routine plays, okay? when the ball's hit at you, make a clean play, get him out at first.
Yeah.
Catch the ball. Every once in a while, you might come up with a great play.
Yep.
Okay? But the teams that just do the routine stuff, the mental errors, take the base, read the throws, all those things, okay, that you're taught, hit the cutoff, really, baseball is a game of fundamentals.
Absolutely.
And it's great. You see guys crushing the ball and hitting home runs, but in high school baseball, you're gonna see some pretty good pitching here in the sectional coming up.
Oh yeah, there's some good pitchers that's going to be in this sectional.
Yeah, so you're not gonna knock them around for 10 runs or anything like that. All right, it's going to be solid defense. It's going to be good mental, what I call mental acuity. Play good mental part of the base. Don't get picked off first base. Okay, some of the things we've seen here: throw to the right base, hit the cutoff man, do all those things, and you're giving yourself a chance to be in the ball game against the pitching that you're probably going to see.
Yep.
So and we've seen that with the Knights. We've seen bad defense, and we've seen good defense. And I'll tell you what, for my money, Jerry, I like good defense.
Good defense.
Because what it does, it gives the pitcher confidence. Okay? So all of a sudden, you make a guy who's got pretty good stuff, but they can hit him, you make him that much better. Okay? And so really, that's what it's going to take.
The other thing is, and if a team has an error, generally speaking, your pitcher is going to throw an additional 7 to 12 pitches.
Well,
that's basically what happens
in a sport where you're on a pitch count.
Yeah.
All right, and it's going to determine how many pitches you throw, and determine how much you can pitch in that sectional. Okay, those 10 pitchers or so are huge.
Yeah, they're big.
So you really, you play the good defense. You give yourself a chance. And I think, the Knights, I think they got as good a chance as anybody. But let's go over some stats first, Jerry.
Let's see what's going on.
Get some stats. Who's our leading hitter? That's sophomore Riley Isaac, 383. All right, not bad.
No,
not bad. Plus, we saw him pitch in the Wayne County Tourney against Hagerstown.
He did a phenomenal job pitching.
Excellent job pitching. Good defense, all right? You raise everybody's game, all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So 383. So they're gonna now. He was hurt the last couple games. I don't know what his status is now. Hopefully he's feeling better, because they're gonna need him.
Oh yeah.
You got to come in at full strength. Caleb Moore's another guy, sophomore. No seniors on this team. All right.
Right. Seniorless team.
All right. So Caleb Moore is another guy. I think he's solidified himself on a spot in the starting lineup.
Well, I like Caleb Moore because he is the hitter. He's not going to hit you home runs.
No.
He's not going to hit you triples. He's going to get you a double now and then if he drops that plow he's pulling behind him. But in clutch situations, and we saw it the other night, when he stepped to the plate, tie ball game, bases loaded,
Base hit up the
middle. That's the kind of kid I want in that situation. When they walked at who was batting in front of Caleb, and I went, okay, this game's over.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the feeling I had.
Yeah.
That game is over.
Yeah.
And he delivered.
He delivered, and he grinds out his at-bats.
Absolutely.
Grinders, that's what you want. You
Yeah.
want guys that make the pitchers pitch.
Yep.
Okay? Grinders. 2 strikes, you're fouling a couple pitches off. You're staying in there. All of a sudden, you work a walk. And plus, defensively, he's played in the outfield and at third base.
Yeah.
I think really he's solidified his spot somewhere there.
Yeah, he's done well.
Blake Waters, he's got speed. He can pitch. He can put up a good game at shortstop.
Yep.
Hit 380 this year. He's solidified his spot in the leadoff spot. So he's that guy that you want to get on, to do those things. Caden White, he's going to be. You're going to count on him finally he found his way back out in the field. He's been hurt.
Yeah.
Been DHing, but he was played center field over the weekend. So you got to figure he's ready to go. Don't know if he can pitch, all right? But, get him out in the field. He hit .316. His brother Logan knocked a couple of home runs on Saturday. First 2 home runs the Knights had this year, the only 2. So he came in at .306. Now, both those guys were struggling a little bit.
Yes.
As far as average-wise. But, really, you want them to get hot at this time of year. So there's just a few of the highlights. Gavin Johnson, not hitting much for average, .265, but as a sophomore playing a very solid second base.
Yep, absolutely.
Right.
He's playing really well at second.
All right, so and they moved Connor Burke to first. I think Connor's a natural, built like a first baseman.
I agree.
So you guys got to be spot on when it comes to your defense. And I mentioned Gavin, because he played good defense. Your team will be as good as your defense carries you. So we got a compilation. Obviously, we had a chance to live stream a lot of their games, so we put together a little compilation here. So Kayla, as one of your the last acts as executive producer for Knightline, let's run that.
Is from the stretch. There goes White, and there's a drive deep into the gap. That's going to go all the way to the fence. Seal's going to score. Ball comes in. You got the White brothers set up at second and third. Logan White just drives one deep into the right field gap. Here's the pitch, and there's a line drive down the third baseline. That's going into the corner. That's going to be extra bases for Creech. And they're going to get the ball in. The left fielder, Davis, gets the ball in. 2-2. To the set. There's the pitch. And there's a line drive down the line. That's going to score Creech. And Gibson standing at first base with a single. Third, Schaefer grabs it. He's going to make the long throw to first.
Nice play.
Time. Just a solid play by Aiden Schaefer. Set his feet and threw it. So there's a shot up the middle. That's going to go through into center field for a base hit. Creech scores. Gibson scores. So Logan Seal with a clutch 2-out base hit.
With the bat.
Yeah.
Not try to do too much.
That ball's outside. There goes Isaacs. And he's in there just under the tag. It was a close play.
Yeah, it was.
Almost a delay to short. Runner's going to come. Throw to first. Dug out by Gibson. Nice play by
Very nice
Cameron
play.
Gibson. There's a shot to right field. Through into right field for a base hit. Here comes one run in. Here comes the second run. He scores. And Waters goes to third. Caden White at first. Knights score 2. 2-0 on Logan. There's a ground ball to short. Here comes Caden. He's safe. So, one on Caleb Moore. Connor Burke's on deck.
No, but
there's a ground ball up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Colton Creech scores, and the Knights, who were dead for 6 innings, they had no life. With a little help from the Eagles' defense, the Knights come all the way back. They score 5 in the seventh, the bottom of the 7th inning, and they defeat the Eagles 5-4. And there's a shot to left field. Back goes
over his head.
Left fielder. And that is over the fence. Logan White with a 1-out, 2-run home run. Here goes Logan White. And his teammates come out to greet him.
Spin by airs and pass balls.
And there's a fly ball to left field. And that's going to be deep into the gap. And
Go!
Another home run.
Back-to-back.
Back-to-back jacks for Logan White. A 2-run home run.
Welcome back to Knightline Live. We're talking sectional baseball now.
Right? Yeah, that's sectional, Jerry. What have we said all year on that?
It is wide open.
Yeah, you have. I'm thinking there could be 3, maybe 4 teams.
Well, now you think Hagerstown, I shouldn't say you, but people would think Hagerstown's the favorite.
Yeah.
Well, 2 of the teams in that sectional beat Hagerstown this year.
I think they've only lost 3 games all year or whatever.
So in the back of their minds, I'd have to be sitting there going, well, I'm just a little bit concerned.
Well, here we go. So that sectional starts on the 22nd, which is Wednesday.
Yep.
And these games are all played at Shenandoah High School, okay? You got Hagerstown, Knightstown. Now, Knightstown beat Hagerstown in the regular season.
Yeah.
All right? So that's how that went down. Then the Knights, they play Thursday. They're going to play Eastern Hancock. Now, before we get too high and mighty here, Eastern Hancock hasn't had a good year. Okay?
No, but they beat the Knights.
But they came here and beat the Knights. And one of those games, remember we said you play good defense? If you don't play solid defense, other things happen. You lose, okay? So really, you gotta be ready to play.
Yeah.
All right. Now, after that, the winner of those 2 games plays. So the Knights, if they win, they're going to either play Knightstown or Hagerstown. And that's going to be on Saturday at 10 a.m., followed by the second game of that sectional is going to be Union County, and the host team is Shenandoah. And those teams will meet, the winners of that game will meet in the championship on Monday at 1 o'clock. The path is there, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
The Knights have beaten Knightstown, and they've split with Hagerstown. They got run-ruled in the regular season conference game, but they beat them in the Wayne County tournament in a great ball game.
Oh, that was a great ball game.
Very enjoyable to watch that. But, the path is there. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you could see Knightstown, you could see Hagerstown, you could see Northeastern, Shenandoah, where they got some good pitching there.
Yeah.
They could rise up, okay? So maybe Union County comes up, and you never know. Maybe Eastern Hancock.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw them out here.
Yeah, you just never know.
Yeah, so there's some teams in that sectional. Probably you're looking at a good 4 teams with a solid chance. And there could be a dark horse in there also.
Absolutely.
It would not surprise me no matter who wins that sectional. And that's kind of what you want in a sectional. You want that battle going on, Jerry.
You want every play to mean something.
Yep. So get down to Shenandoah on Thursday night, 5:30 game time. Show up in force. Really get there. The Knights, when they're good, they are good.
Yes, absolutely.
They're a good team. When they play solid defense, catch the ball, they'll come up with some runs. Okay, They'll eventually, you might shut them down for an inning, 2, 3 innings, but eventually this team will grind out some runs. Okay, but you got some other teams like Hagerstown. They'll play good defense, and they'll grind out some runs. Okay. So it's going to be, if you're a baseball fan, this is a great sectional to watch.
It will be a great sectional, and I think we need to head to commercial.
Head to break for our last commercial break on Knightline this year.
And then we'll be back, and we got to talk tennis real quick, and then wrap things up, and we're done with number 121 on the season. Kayla, take us to commercial.
Your school helps shape the person you become, opening your mind to new ideas and belonging to a community. Whether it's earning an advanced degree, joining the FFA, pushing your health and wellness, playing in the band, or playing on the field. It's a safe place where everyone knows your name, and a kid can be a kid. The halls of today filled with the leaders of tomorrow. Northeastern.
You've had a hard day at work, and all you want to do is sit in your lounge chair in the nice cool air? Then it hits! The AC's not working. The living room feels like the Sahara Desert. Call Reynolds Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling In just a short time, it'll be nice and cool. And then all you'll need is a sign that says, "No penguins allowed." Call 765-966-0994. Reynolds Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Proud sponsors of the Knights. Did someone say boom, baby? Call Scoretti Pyrotechnics at 765-977-2757. Scoretti Pyrotechnics has performances for birthdays, weddings, school athletic events, other occasions, and of course, the 4th of July. Scoretti Pyrotechnics are proud supporters of Knights Athletics. Boom, baby! Smith, McQuiston, and Webster Funeral Home has proudly served the Fountain City area since 1886. From the time you walk up the steps, Funeral Director Keith Webster's goal is to carry forward the legacy of personal service established by the Smith and McQuiston families. Using modern technology and good old-fashioned attention to detail, we will strive to earn your confidence in us by treating families the way we think we would want to be treated. Smith, McQuiston, Webster Funeral Home. Rick, thank goodness somebody called time out because I am hungry.
I'm starved, Jerry. Hey, with 3 different Richmond locations and 1 in Hagerstown, here's a Subway sandwich shop near you.
And you can always order off the app and curbside pickup. The drive-thru's always open, and the way that I prefer it, I just like to walk in.
Here's your sub.
Listen, Subway, eat fresh.
Go Knights!
Welcome back to Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries of Lynn. A little tennis.
Well, we do have some results. Their sectional was last week.
Yes.
And I would say success, all right? So
yeah, I'd say success.
A lot of success. So let's break it down a little bit. So in tennis, and I explained this to you, and I think I'm doing this correctly. So you go to the final, all right? And the Knights went to the final against Centerville. They lost 3-2. Okay. In tennis, if you're number 1, if you're in the number 1 slot, and you win, no matter what, you go on to the next round. If you're number 2 or 3 or 4 or wherever, okay, and you win the finals, your team has to win for you to go on to the regional. Okay. So I don't make the rules. I just report them.
That's strange.
Yeah, but anyway, so they lost the match against Centerville. So Centerville is moving on as a team. Okay, I think that's his 3rd year in a row that they've won.
Yeah, something like that.
But Lauren Lacey, she won number 1 singles, so she's moving on, and that's going to be tomorrow night at Mount Vernon. So hey, good luck to you, Lauren. Go get them. We wish you the best. And Ella Coddington and Kaya Gardner, the number 1 doubles team, they won their match. So the 2 number 1s won their matches. So they're headed to tomorrow night, and they'll compete as individual or a doubles team. Yeah. So congratulations to them. Really, congratulations to the whole team. It was a very good showing in the sectional. Good luck to the girls tomorrow night as they head into that next round of that regional over at Mount Vernon. If you get a chance, go on down. They probably start at 5 or 5:30.
Probably 5 o'clock.
Yeah, something like that. So get over there. You can see that schedule on the website, I'm sure, to do that. So golf, they're kind of winding it. Their
Yeah.
sectional is the last one to get going, and that's, I think they start the week of June 3rd is when their
Yeah, I
sectional.
think it's the week after, right after graduation.
Yeah,
in that
so they go right into
Yeah.
almost summer vacation. They go
Yeah.
into summer vacation,
Yeah.
and that's when their sectional will start. Let's do a couple housekeeping things.
All right.
We love our archery around
Oh,
here,
yeah.
right, Jerry? Well, they went to a national tournament and they qualified for a world tournament, which is in Daytona Beach. So that's going to be June 6th to 8th. I mentioned 3 of them that we have working with us
Oh,
here.
yes, right.
That's been Blake Hampton, Ariana Johnson, and Aiden Elkhorn. So they're raising money right now. Go on their Facebook page. Donate if you can. It costs money to get to Florida.
You ain't kidding.
Costs money for fees to sign up, to register. Costs money to get there, fly, drive, or ride your bicycle, however you're getting there, okay? So really, if you can donate, help these kids go. For them, it'll be an awesome trip.
Absolutely
And
will
you,
be.
and you want them to experience these things. It'd be a great experience for them.
Yeah.
So that's June 6th to 8th in Daytona Beach. And that, my friend, is going to be the last bit of information for this year, 2024. We are done. After 121 broadcasts, Jerry.
And our Knightline Live, I looked the numbers up, and we are like just a shade over 14,000 views.
Oh, that's a lot. All right, for us, it's a lot.
14,000 views, and we didn't get a chance to get what all of our other 91 broadcasts
Yeah.
or 93, whatever it was, today. But
we've had some good.
We just want to say thank you, everybody, for watching. Our sponsors. We couldn't do it without you, and we can't do it without our students helping us.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a year. It really has.
From where we started 4 years ago to where we are right now is unbelievable.
Well, who knows what the future's going to bring, right? So we'll see. But Jerry, it's been a lot of fun. We'll take a couple weeks off. Our work doesn't stop in the summertime.
Oh,
we're prepping for fall. So
we're working on sponsorship. We're working on
lots of stuff.
All that stuff. And a big shout out to WETV for taking our content and broadcasting on their channel, which just gives our student athletes that much more exposure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, well, Rick, have a good vacation that you're heading out for, and I'll continue to batch it this week and enjoy that.
And you've got a lot of referee and stuff going on this year.
I got a lot of referee stuff going on here as the start, and so, well,
gearing up.
It's been another pleasurable year.
Yeah, it has.
And we're like Marty and Joe here. So, hey, for Rick Fletcher, I'm Jerry Middleton, and for the final time in the school year of 24, it's been another good night.